I think we're ready. You ready?
We're ready.
Wetland Readyware portion of the show. First up, we've got 8-second ride. Decided to ride her pony Richard all the way from the Mustang Ranch, the best damn beaver lodge in Nevada, after hearing that there was a Western-themed beaver pageant. With the Calgary Stampede still a month away, 8 seconds strapped on her halter, saddled Dick, and headed south. It's been a long ride, and for a high-altitude desert beaver, the south is a shocker. It's humid. Sometimes it's rainy, but thank you, Lord, not tonight. So she's a wet beaver. Dick is a bit soggy as well. 8 second enjoyed riding Dick, her horse, day and night to get to the Beaver Queen pageant. Along the way, she and Dick met beavers from across this great nation, playing and splashing in wetlands from Idaho to Tennessee. The North Carolina beavers have been especially fun, teaching 8 second many new beaver games. Just imagine. Her tour has made her especially sorry about the Gulf Coast wetlands. Her tour has been long and wet, and she has learned wetlands are important in every ecosystem. 8 seconds tail. Admire that tail for a moment, would you folks? I certainly do. Is decorated with the badges of sheriffs she challenged on her way, along with the 8 that is her calling card. For a Western beaver, her belt buckle is as important as her tail. 8 seconds buckle was her prize after her first roundup, where she got Dick. Let's hear it for 8 second beaver. Go, striding off into the sunset. Next up, Bambi Beaver. Hoo-ah! Here's Bambi. Folks, gaze upon the wonderment that is Bambi. Oh, watch out for that umbrella. Whether enjoying other beavers while picnicking on the banks of the Ellerbe, or sizing up a nice sturdy log to enhance her lodge, Bambi the ruffled beaver is prepared for anything in an ensemble as pretty as it is practical. The object of all beaver fashion is to preserve moisture while allowing a beaver to attend to all the beaver needs to attend to. With this object in mind, her parasol and hat prevent the sun and heat from drying out her little beaver head and add a jaunty sense of fun, suitable for frolicking on the banks of the Ellerbe. Her corset not only complements her very beaver figure, it supports her back while dealing with those hefty logs, whether for the business of building her lodge or the pleasure of bringing them down to a usable size. Her chemise, sleeveless, leaving her arms bare for ease of swimming and other wetland sports. The bloomers, of course, are striped and ruffled to help them stay appropriately damp and hold moisture after a relaxing swim. Wetlands are a beaver's best friend. Her petticoat and bustle help keep her tail up and ready for steering through the creek or slapping mud at the lodge. Her tail has been decorated by friends flora and fauna. Notice how the dragonflies add a hint of fashionable sparkle with their eyes as the flowers and dewdrops nestle between them. And where else should a dewdrop nestle than on a happy and relaxed beaver tail? Thank you, Bambi, folks. Show her a little love here. Bambi, you look marvelous. Next up, folks, Bullseye Beaver. Vegas show beaver and bon vivant has to be ready for anything as he approaches the pond for a dip. Ever since the incident in Malibu when he had to create a sea lion stampede as a diversion to escape from the ravenous beaverazzi press, Bullseye approaches the water's edge with a combination of wariness and steely-eyed determination. Bullseye knows that behind every fallen log lurks a star-struck beaver or an intrusive shutterbug with a 100-watt flash and no sense of propriety. Thank you. It's a hard word to say. The space-age synthetics that comprise the boots enable Bullseye to dazzle riparian fauna while outmaneuvering the advances of his adoring fans and overzealous members of the press. With all this underwater activity, it's sometimes hard for a beaver to keep his socks up. Showing true cow beaver grit, Bullseye tackles this problem head-on with bespoke garters. Well known to fashionistas as the hallmark of best-dressed beavers in the 20s and 30s. Indeed, Bullseye was first turned on to sock garters by his friend Belvis. Belvis? Who in turn, you remember Belvis? Belvis heard about them from his Hollywood days from Beaver Astaire. Like Mr. Astaire, Bullseye favors total freedom of movement when it comes to swim trunks. Tonight's selection features a lighthearted Polynesian theme that recalls Bullseye's role in the Broadway revival of South Pacific and his 1995 runaway smash hit, Some Enchanted Evening. Thank you so much. Noel dressed swinging Western Beaver's outfit would be complete without the appropriate bolo tie. Oh no, where's this bolo tie? Maybe we'll see this later.
I hope so.
Bullseye's bolo. Oh, well, hold on.
Nope, we're done.
We're good. All right. Thanks, Danger, and this unique, and thanks so much, Bullseye, for coming to grace us with your presence.